Today, I'm taking you with me to Disney's Typhoon Lagoon. Instead of hitting up all the water slides, their amazing wave pool, and chilling in the lazy river, I'm taking you on a food tour of Disney World's best water park to show you what you need to try when visiting and fill you in on what you can skip. This is the ultimate foodie guide to Typhoon Lagoon. Whether you're just interested in seeing what kind of foods they may have at a Disney water park, thinking of purchasing a ticket, or taking advantage of the free water park ticket you receive on your check-in day when staying at a Disney resort, this video is for you. We're gonna hit up all of the restaurants, all of the snack stands, and try all of the food, starting at Leaning Palms. Now, Leaning Palms is gonna be the main quick service restaurant here at Typhoon Lagoon, or at least the biggest quick service restaurant. They're also gonna have the largest variety of food. They're gonna have more basic stuff like burgers, tenders, and flatbreads. And then they're gonna have some fun things like different nachos, different rice bowls, and also Dole Whips, Dole Whip floats, and different alcoholic beverages. And this is the spread. I tried to go with what I thought was the most interesting stuff on the menu. So I got a barbecue chicken flatbread, this chicken and shrimp rice bowl, which looks delicious, this frozen lemonade with butterfly PT syrup, one of the Impossible burgers because it had some really good sounding pineapple relish on it, and then the pork elote nachos over here. And I feel like we should start by trying this frozen lemonade here before it melts. This is the frozen butterfly PT lemonade, which is a frozen Minute Maid lemonade and butterfly PT for $6.79. Now, they did also have an option to add Tito's into this, but it is a little bit before noon, so I opted to just get it without. But like I said, they have a couple of different like fun alcoholic beverages and Dole Whips and different things, so I wanted to try one of the cool drinks. Now, I am a little underwhelmed by this because it's literally just frozen lemonade, and I knew it was going to be kind of basic, but there's literally just like a dot of that butterfly PT syrup on top, so I don't think it's going to do much in changing the flavor. I feel like this is just going to taste like lemonade for the most part, but in the spirit of trying it, I feel like we gotta mix in that syrup a little bit, even though I don't think it's gonna do much. That's all I could do. That's the best I could do, at least. I mean, it's just a frozen lemonade. Yeah, there's unfortunately no additional flavor from that syrup that was added because there just unfortunately wasn't enough added. But it sounded fun. It's refreshing. It's a really nice day, actually, so it's not that hot, but on a hot day, this would hit, and this would be really, really delicious. But I don't really need it today because the weather's actually beautiful, but if it were hot, I would probably come back for this. But now onto the food, and I want to dive into these pork elote nachos next. These have roasted pork over nacho chips with elote cheese sauce, guacamole, sour cream, roasted corn, jalapenos, and pico de gallo for $12.99. I'm not really sure what elote cheese sauce entails, but I'm hoping it adds a little bit of maybe like sweetness to the cheese sauce, or maybe like a cheesy corn soup. I don't know, but it sounds really good, and this is a pretty big portion as well. You can see there are just a ton of chips. There's a good amount of pork on here, a good amount of corn, and some queso. I hope they layered the queso though, and whenever I get nachos, layering the queso is the key. If they don't, and it's just a bunch of chips on the bottom and then the only queso's on the top, the nachos can be a bit dry. So hopefully there's a bit of queso in between the chips as well. We'll see. I have constructed the perfect chip with a lot of every topping on there, and actually as I was digging into the nachos and making this chip, I was realizing there's actually way more pork on here than I even thought there was. So this is really loaded. Let's see how these nachos are. Okay, these nachos are actually even better than I thought they were gonna be. First of all, that pork is so good. That pork is so tender and so juicy and flavorful and seasoned so well. I was actually eating some of the pork on its own, and I was so impressed by the flavor of the pork solo. So when you combine it with everything, seriously so impressive. And there is so much of it as well. Like I was saying, like there is a lot of pork on here. The queso, that elote queso is giving exactly what I wanted it to give, like that corn cheese soup vibe. So it's a little bit sweet, but it's so creamy and cheesy. It's absolutely delicious. You got that corn salsa on there, and like corn salsa is my favorite topping at Chipotle. I actually went to Chipotle the other day and they were almost out of corn salsa, and I was so upset. But like if they don't have corn salsa at Chipotle, like it ruins the bowl, you know, like they gotta have it. So the corn on here just makes it for me. I love that sweetness. The jalapenos are good. I wish there were more. I could use a little bit more spice. I actually might go up. They had some hot sauce up there. I might go up and grab some and pour it on the chips because I need some heat on this. But overall, this is good. They did not layer that queso. I wish it was layered a little bit, but this is really good. This will like right off the bat be a contender for dish of the day. And this is kind of exactly what I want when I'm hanging out at a water park, like some nachos, just sitting by the wave pool with my feet in the sand. This is like an ideal dish. I absolutely love these. But we're on to our other bowl here, the chicken and shrimp rice bowl. This has rice with pigeon peas, roasted corn and peppers, sweet plantains, and green onions for $15.79. If you didn't want chicken or you didn't want shrimp, they do have an option to just get this bowl with chicken or just get this bowl with shrimp, or you can do the combo like I did. And I wanted to sample both meats to see how they are and let you guys know maybe which one is better, or if they're both good and you should get the combo just like I did. Let's try out the sides first, the rice and the corn. I'm assuming the corn, yeah. The corn is the same one that we had on the nachos there. The rice is good, solid flavor. I like it a lot. We've got these sweet plantains here. Good as well. Really surprised to see them at a Disney water park. Didn't expect that at all. Now for the chicken. Once again, tender. It has like a jerk chicken kind of vibe to it. That's what it's giving me at least. And then we have our shrimp here. Pretty small. A little bit of a jerk seasoning as well. And both of them have a little bit of heat to it. I definitely think I prefer the shrimp actually to the chicken, but the chicken's not bad either. Overall, I think this is a really good bowl. Like this is actually better than Pecos Bill, which is crazy. Both of the things that I've had here so far are better than Pecos Bill, and actually better than anything you get in Magic Kingdom, which is crazy. We're at a water park. So I'm thoroughly impressed. The flavors here are good. Again, this is like a healthier option here. You know, rice, veggies, chicken, shrimp. Again, I really like this, and I'm really impressed by the flavors. I would get this one too. A little more like filling, I guess, than the nachos, but really solid. Really good all-around meal. I also wanted to get this barbecue chicken flatbread, which is topped with pickled onions and pesto sauce for $13.29. And I'm just wondering how pesto sauce is gonna go with barbecue chicken. I'm kind of seeing that instead of a marinara sauce, we've got barbecue sauce replacing that. Of course, good amount of chicken on here. I'm really impressed by the amount of red onion on here, and unadvertised there is cilantro on here as well. So if you don't like cilantro, I'm sure you could ask them to take that off. I know a lot of people don't. But yeah, this looks really solid. Again, a lot of toppings on this flatbread here. See how it compares to Pinocchio's in Magic Kingdom. Now you guys probably know I'm not like the biggest barbecue person, so I wasn't expecting to like this that much, but I actually like it a lot more than I thought. Maybe because I can't really taste much of the barbecue sauce because the pesto sauce on top and the pickled red onions are kind of drowning out that barbecue sauce flavor, but that's okay with me. I really like the pesto on there. And overall, I think this flatbread is really good. There's a good portion of cheese to chicken to toppings. Again, I like those pickled red onions. I like the pesto on there. It's nice and crispy, cooked well. It's a good flatbread. Don't come in expecting like insane quality, because at the end of the day, it is the same flatbreads that they're serving up at Pinocchio's in Magic Kingdom, just with different toppings. But I happen to like the toppings on this one. So again, we're 3 for 3 on the food. I would honestly get all 3 of these dishes again here For our final food from Leaning Palms, I decided to order the Island Impossible Burger with a pineapple relish, sriracha mayo, and french fries for $13.99. I'm not gonna lie, this looked a lot more exciting in the photos online, and guys, I picked up this burger and it literally snapped in half. That's how mushy it is. But I always like to try some of the vegan stuff and some of the plant-based options, and I typically like the vegan options and the vegan plant-based meats, and sometimes I even like them better than the regular burgers at Disney. So we'll see how this one is here. I mean, I like the flavor of that pineapple relish. There's just not enough of it. That burger is just mush. That Impossible Burger is unfortunately, literally. It's so soft, guys. It is complete mush. The flavor's not bad. The flavor's there, but I think it definitely needed to be cooked a lot longer because the texture is just so off. It just like melts into the bun. It can't even hold itself up. Flavor's fine, so I guess if you eat a plant-based diet, I believe, was this the only option here? They might have had a salad as well, but maybe ask for some extra pineapple relish or something, or if they could throw the burger on a little extra long, I don't know. But that texture, I can't do that texture. We're gonna move on to our next foods now, and right in front of Leaning Palms is gonna be Happy Landings Ice Cream. At Happy Landings Ice Cream, you're gonna find a variety of different ice creams. They have a couple of different sundaes on the menu, a couple of different cone options and floats, and then some different Mickey bars and some prepackaged snacks as well. And for our first treat from Happy Landings, I wanted to pick up this pineapple upside down cone. This has Dole Whip pineapple and vanilla soft serve, caramel sauce, vanilla cake, caramelized pineapple, and a cherry, served under a white chocolate dipped cone for $7.79. We've got some pretty good layering going on. It looks like we've got some pineapple on the bottom of our cup. There's some cake there, some caramel, and we've got our Dole Whip in our cone. This actually looks like a really good treat. It reminds me of one that they have over at Disneyland because they have a pineapple upside down sundae, or they had one. I can't remember if they still have it. At, where is it? In Disneyland at, what is it called? Tropical. How does my mom remember that? And I can't remember it.
It must be more of a Disneyland stand than you.
I beg to differ, but this looks really, really good, and I can't wait to dig into this here. I want to try and get a bite with some of that cake on it, but I can't find any of the cake. I feel like this is going to go everywhere. Did I get any cake on there? I can't tell. You know, I'm usually not a big fan of pineapple Dole Whip. If I get it, it has to be swirled with vanilla. But I feel like in sundae form with all those other toppings, it's a lot more enjoyable. I feel like the cake is really good in there. The caramel, really good as well. And then the pineapple chunks too. That's a really good sundae. I wish they kind of do have stuff similar to that in Magic Kingdom. They have the pineapple upside down cake. In Animal Kingdom, they have the pineapple crisp Dole Whip sundae. But I don't know if any of them have actual caramel, and I feel like this is like the best version of all of those sundaes. Or maybe I just haven't had them in a long enough time, but that is definitely a treat that I would come back for. One of the better like Dole Whip creations that I've had in a while here in Disney World. So I'd say that's probably like a must get for me here at Typhoon Lagoon.
They even put the little cherry on the bottom of the pineapple upside down cake. So cute. Okay, I'm excited to try this. I've never had the one in I can't remember the name of the one in Disney World though.
Aloha Isle?
Aloha Isle. I've never had the pineapple upside down cake there, and everybody raves about that, but I imagine it probably tastes like this. This is really good.
Yeah, well now you need to get it if you like this. You need to get that one and the one in Animal Kingdom. People love the one in Animal Kingdom. I haven't had either of them in a really long time, so I need to go back for them, honestly.
Like that's one of Shea Spence's favorite, right?
Yeah, he likes that one. But they're both good, but I like this one a lot too. Since we do have a group of friends with us, I decided to go back to Happy Landings and pick up the iconic Sand Pail Sundae. This has vanilla and chocolate swirl soft serve, vanilla cake, cookies and cream crumbles, hot fudge, caramel sauce, whipped cream, M&Ms, and a cherry, layered into an exclusive souvenir sand pail bucket for $18.29. Well, this is quite literally a sand pail of ice cream, and I better walk it over to everyone before it melts and before this whipped cream just tumbles all over the place.
I've always seen this and I've always wanted it, but to be honest, it's smaller than I thought. I thought it was actually in a real sized, bucket or pail, sand
It
pail.
is. What are you talking about?
That's a tiny one though. It always looks bigger on video. So this is
You think you could eat that much ice cream?
No, I don't think I can, but it's not as big as I thought it was. It's smaller than I thought for sure. What kind of ice cream's in it?
Vanilla and chocolate.
Oh, okay.
Well, I dare you to eat it all now. As I was walking away with this, people were asking me to take pictures of my bucket, and everyone was asking me what it was. But it's a hot ticket item. This is kind of like the kitchen sink of Typhoon Lagoon. And if you're coming here with a big group, I feel like this you have to get this. This is like the most iconic snack here, but it's a lot. This thing is heavy. It's about $18. So it's actually not bad because if you have
the Dole Whip thing we got was like $8.
After tax, it was $8. So if you have 3 people and you're getting sundaes for 3 people, you might as well get this here. And this is definitely going to be way more. Let's dig in here though.
Oh, that looks like ice cream all the way up to the top. Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah. Can they see that? I thought that top was all whipped cream, but that is all ice cream.
Ice cream. The people are raving over here. It's not like real ice cream though.
Just trying to save you.
It's like the icy kind. It's not like the creamy ice cream. Not like creamy soft serve. My mom is wiping soft serve off of my leg. But it's like icy soft serve.
We need more napkins.
But I feel like you could kind of see on the top how it's like that certain kind of soft serve. It's the same one that they have on the cruises.
Is it dairy
on Disney
free?
Cruise? I don't think it's dairy free. I wouldn't go that far. But let me show you guys. You guys see what I mean? What kind of soft serve it is? Not that it's bad, but it's just not as good as like regular creamy soft serve. But I mean, kids are gonna love this here. I haven't gotten to any of the cake though. There's supposed to be cake in this. I want to get down to the cake. My mom just said, "Ooh." I think it's at the very end. Oh, I got it.
What new Coke is this?
Cake. Ooh, I like the cake a lot. The cake is good. Overall, this is a really fun dessert. I feel like if you're coming here, like I said, and you're gonna get a couple of different sundaes, you might as well get this. In terms of taste, the pineapple one tastes better, but this is fun. It's iconic, and you get a cool little souvenir with it. You know what's actually really cool that I'm just realizing about this bucket? It is actually like themed to the water parks. So we have the ice skater and the Blizzard Beach water slide. What is it called there? I forget what it's called. Humunga Cowabunga? Is that what it's called? And we have those little ice guys that they have over at Blizzard. And then we have Typhoon Tilly here from Typhoon. Do we have the ice skater here? No, but we have the little parrot from Misadventure Falls here. So this is actually like a really cool bucket. And when you're done, you can go play in the sand with it. All right, we're moving on, and I did have another spot on my list that I wanted to stop. I made my way over to Lowtide Lou's, and unfortunately, I found out all the stuff here is kind of like prepackaged. I wanted to grab this barbecue chicken wrap, but it doesn't look the hottest. It's kind of just sitting on ice. It looks really soggy, so I think I'm just gonna skip it. But Lowtide Lou's is located between a lot of the action, right between a lot of the different slides that you may be going on. So this may be a good place to stop if you just wanted something quick and you wanted to get back on the slides real quick after. They have a sandwich, they have a wrap, they have a salad. They have a couple of different options for kids as well. They have a kids sandwich pack, they have an Uncrustable, and then a couple of other snacks here too, and drinks. But in general, nothing that's gonna be too standout. Everything is, like I said, pre-packaged. So I think we're gonna skip Lowtide Lou's for today and head to our next stop. Continuing our loop around Typhoon, our next stop is actually going to be Typhoon Tilly's, which is the second and pretty much final quick service restaurant that you have here at the park. Once again, we have a good mix of some basic stuff and then some more interesting stuff. They have chicken tenders, of course. They also have some fried fish, which I'm hearing might be pretty good. They have a pulled pork sandwich, a salad, and then they also have an option to get a little surf and turf, land and sea, where you could get fried fish and chicken strips. And this here is what I ended up getting from Tilly's. I got a little salad. I believe this is the same salad that they had over at Leaning Palms and at Lowtide Lou's. They have it without chicken, and you could get it with chickpeas or with chicken. And then I also got that fish sampler platter. It has some fried fish, some clam strips, and some shrimp, although I don't think they gave us many clam strips. But we'll see how this food here is. The fish platter looks really good specifically. This is the fried fish platter. It has hand-battered fish, shrimp, clam strips, and hush puppies with sweet chili sauce, served with fries and slaw for $14.29. Consider me shook at the fact that they are serving hand-battered fish at Typhoon Lagoon. And at first, I was very skeptical. I was like, there ain't no way they are hand-battering this fish. Guys, this certainly looks like it is some hand-battered fish. Look at how good this looks. I am like literally shook. This looks absolutely incredible. I cannot believe I'm getting this at a Disney water park. I squeezed a little bit of lemon on here, and I want to try this fish on its own. They also gave us this sweet chili dipping sauce, which I'm psyched about, because usually when you get like fish and chips, it comes with a tartar sauce, which I'm not going to eat. But here we have a delicious smelling dipping sauce that I can't wait to try. But like I said, we gotta break into just this fish first. It's not a big piece of fish. It's quite tiny. But that breading just looks so good. And yeah, I mean, this breading is really good. It's crispy. It's a little bit under-seasoned, if I must admit. The fish inside is a little bit tough. It's not super flaky and juicy. And like I said, it's a very thin piece of fish. So it's not gonna... it's not going to be super quality. I feel like you could kind of just tell by this specific piece, especially right here. But with all that being said, to be getting this from a quick service restaurant at a water park, I'm more than satisfied. Beyond satisfied, actually. This is so much better than the fish and chips that you get over at Columbia Harbor House in the Magic Kingdom. And the fact that, again, I'm getting this at a water park, I'm beyond surprised. So I do enjoy this fish and chips. Now I want to try it in this chili sauce here. It's like an interesting combo, like chili sauce with fish and chips. I don't know. I hear it's good though. It's like a Thai sweet chili sauce. So it's sweet, a little spicy. That's really good, and it does work with the fish and chips. The batter of this fish reminds me a lot of the old Chili's chicken crisper batter, which was like the best. The old Chili's chicken crispers were so much better, although the new ones are good. The old ones were just the best. But I am quite shook at this fish. Although the fish quality on the inside could improve, everything else about it I love. I also feel like these shrimp are hand breaded as well. Like, these do not look like frozen fried shrimp. These look like they could be hand breaded, guys. I'm not sure on this one if it definitely is hand breaded or not, but if it's not, it could fool me. It tastes very fresh. It doesn't taste frozen. It tastes like it could be hand breaded. It's very crispy. That batter, once again, is fresh. The fish on the inside, the shrimp is cooked way better than the fish in this case. The only thing I'll say, there's a lot of batter. Like, the batter to shrimp ratio is way off in this case, but I feel like this too is going to pair well with the chili sauce. Sure enough, it does. I'm usually a cocktail sauce person on my fried shrimp, but it works. It definitely works. Now, I'm disappointed in these clam strips because there are literally only like, I gotta pull them out, guys. If this counts as one. This is all I got. I got 3 clam strips and this tiny little piece here. So I feel like there could be a couple more of those, but I'd say these are probably frozen, but the other 2 pieces of seafood, they certainly taste fresh to me. And overall, all 3 of them, they still taste really good. We've got our hush puppies here. Nice corn kernels on the inside. A little dry, but pretty standard. And we've got our standard Disney French fries and coleslaw. I think this is another really, really great meal. And another great meal that I would certainly get again. I'm really impressed by this overall. Finally, from Typhoon Tilly's, we are going to try the tropical salad with chicken. This has assorted greens, tomatoes, cucumber, mango, pineapple, and jerk chicken served with a tropical vinaigrette for $11.99. I was a little bit turned off by this because when they gave it to me, it was a little bit deconstructed and the chicken was in its own cup. And when I opened the cup, it didn't really smell the best. So we'll see how it tastes here. Like I said, I think they serve this at a couple of other places. I believe they had it over at Leaning Palms and at the little stand there with all of the other stuff on ice. I think they had this as well. But we've got some mango, we've got some pineapple in here, and that dressing was a very vibrant yellow, a tropical vinaigrette. Grab a little bit of everything here. A little bit of that chicken, a little cucumber, maybe a little mango as well. Can't get the mango. There we go. When you get a bite all together, the flavors actually work really well. I like that tropical vinaigrette a lot. It's not too sweet and it's not too vinegary. It's honestly like the perfect balance there. I think that's really nice dressing. And the greens are good, the fruit and the veggies are good in here. I could use maybe another vegetable because it really just has these grape tomatoes and the cucumber. Maybe like some shredded carrots would be nice as well. The chicken is my only issue. You know when you get like those weird kind of chewy pieces of chicken? It's giving that a little bit. Like I haven't gotten a full weird piece of chicken, but it really tastes like if I eat a couple more bites of this chicken, it's gonna get there. And when you eat the chicken alone, that weird smell that I was smelling, you can taste that weird smell as well. But when you eat it all together, that dressing kind of takes over the flavor of the chicken, so it's fine. Just don't eat the chicken alone, which obviously if you're eating in the salad, you won't. But if I were to get this again, I would actually probably get the vegetarian. I don't know if it was plant-based. It was probably vegan. It was probably a plant-based salad. If I were to get this again, I would probably just get the plant-based version with the chickpeas instead of this chicken because I'm just not a fan of this chicken here. It just doesn't have much flavor. It was supposed to be jerk chicken. I don't know how much of jerk chicken it is, but everything else is good. All the other components are good. I wish I just used the same jerk chicken that they had over at Leaning Palms in that bowl because that was good. This just ain't doing it for me. So I'd go the chickpea route if I wanted the salad, but it's pretty plain, it's pretty basic otherwise, but the dressing's good. Well, it is time for another sweet treat, and right next to Typhoon Tilly's, we'll find the Snack Shack. Here they're gonna have a variety of different Dole Whip treats, and some of them are really interesting. They actually have a Dole Whip bathtub sundae, which comes with 3 giant swirls of Dole Whip. You get pineapple, strawberry, and orange Dole Whip for $16.29, but since we already had that giant sundae, I think we're gonna skip this one. They also have different Dole Whip floats where you can add alcohol. They have a Dole Whip watermelon with chamoy and tahini. But of course, if you guys are just wanting like a regular Dole Whip, they do have a bunch of different flavors as well. They have pineapple, orange, strawberry, watermelon, or just plain old vanilla. Since it is now a little bit later, I decided to get the Dole Whip Strawberry Mai Tai float. This has Dole Whip Strawberry with a blend of Captain Morgan Original Spiced Rum, Myers Original Dark Rum, Blackberry Brandy, Minute Maid Orange Juice, and a splash of Fanta Strawberry for $17.50. And this is gonna be so strong here. There's like 2 different kinds of rum, some brandy in here, and it is quickly melting. I did get a spoon. I feel like I'm gonna need a spoon for this at first. What is that, the wave pool going off? The wave pool? I got no idea, but we gotta What was that?
The alcohol's all sitting right there.
Yeah, it's all down there somewhere.
Stir it.
This looks so good. And messy.
What's in the alcohol?
Oh my god, that is so strong. But so good. I feel like it's that brandy. It's almost like a syrup. Oh my god. That is so delicious. That is better than any Dole Whip coconut rum float that I've had. Holy cow. Now I'm not even much of like a Captain Morgan or a rum person, but this is different. I feel like it's all in whatever this like thicker sauce is on the side. I don't know if it's like some type of brandy sauce or just some strawberry sauce in general that they've outlined the cup in, but it adds like an extra like thickness that is, and like it makes it a little more sweet, so it kind of cuts how strong the alcohol is. And man, this is good. I feel like this would also be good if you got like a strawberry vanilla swirl. I'm not sure if they could do that, or honestly with any flavor of Dole Whip, I feel like this would be good here. With orange too. With orange, this would be good. Mom, you gotta try this. This is delicious.
You do not have to ask me twice. She said I'm getting a Mai Tai. I said I'll be right over. I'm gonna stir it though because I don't like the taste of pure alcohol. It's really melted though, like really melted. Okay.
You're going for a sip.
That is strong. I feel like they filled this glass with rum. If you want to taste the alcohol, you are going to taste it here. For sure. Wow.
But it's good. Like I feel like that strawberry sauce and the strawberry Dole Whip in general like mask it pretty well.
I don't know what a Mai Tai is normally. Like I have never.
It's like tropical.
Yeah, I know.
Think
but
tropical.
I don't know, does it have strawberry flavor though? I don't really know. That's good though. Now I want to get a Mai Tai.
Well, you could get your own here, so I want the rest of that. We are taking this Mai Tai to go though because we have one final stop here at Typhoon. We're hitting up the mini donut stand by Joffrey's that is right by the front of the park. Here they are serving up warm, fresh mini donuts, and guys, these are so good. You can either get them in a 6 or a 12 count, and they also have dipping sauces in chocolate, raspberry, and white chocolate available for an additional $1.69 each. I decided to order 6 of these donuts that cost me $6.49, and I added on a raspberry sauce for an additional $1.69. Last time I was here at Typhoon, these mini donuts were my favorite snack. I don't know if they're gonna be this time because honestly, we've had so much good food today, way more than I thought we would. So these are gonna have some competition, but I already know these are gonna be amazing. They do have a couple of different options when it comes to dipping sauces, but whenever I get any type of baked good, I always go with the fruitier dipping sauce. Like when they used to have the strawberry or raspberry sauce with the beignets over at French Quarter, I always used to get that sauce, and they did away with it. So I'm hoping this one here kind of reminds me of it. I got the raspberry dipping sauce, and it looks like some very bright jelly here, but it looks delicious. It reminds me so much of a jelly donut, and I love jelly donuts, so it's just like a sugar jelly donut. The donuts themselves are so light. They're fresh. They're not super hot today, but usually they're a little bit warmer, but you can tell they're still really, really fresh. They are coated, they top them with a little bit of sugar, but not too much, so they're not like overly sweet. But this jelly here, it gives it a little bit more sweetness, and it is just so good. I think this is the way to go. Like I said, they have chocolate and white chocolate as well, but I always go raspberry jelly. I think it is so good with these donuts here, and these are going to remain an elite snack at the water park. I really wish, because these are coming from a Joffrey's, I really wish they would bring these donuts to some of the other Joffrey's stands around Disney World. Like, why can't we have mini donuts in Tomorrowland at that Joffrey's stand? I feel like it would be perfect over there. I mean, we need some better snacks over in Magic Kingdom and some of the other parks. This will just hit different. You gotta come all the way to the water park to get this delicious Disney World snack. They're so good. All right, Mom, you've been waiting for this one.
I have.
You've been waiting years for this one.
I have. That's what I was going to say. This is my first time, and I've been waiting forever. And I want to just let you guys all know that you noticed that I was only here for any of the dessert and drinks. I did not give my input on the food, though I'm qualified because I did try some of it. But I picked the most sugary one I could find. I'm excited. That is really good. It annoys me that you have to pay extra for it, but it's good. I feel like, I don't know if I would like it as much without it. Let me see. Yeah. I feel like this kind of makes it. But I love a jelly donut. Like Kristen, like if I were going to choose a donut, it would be a jelly donut.
I agree. I feel like without the dip, it would be good, but the dip totally makes it. Like you have to get the dip, and it is a bit expensive. It's almost $2 extra for a dip, because without the dip, it's a super affordable snack. But then once you add the dip in there, it gets a little bit pricey. I like the fact that there's 2 size options, so if you have a bigger family, you can order a bigger size, but you definitely have to add a dip on. If you're not gonna add a dip, I don't know, but the raspberry totally makes it. We gotta bring this raspberry and go over to Port Orleans.
Oh my God.
And bring it for our beignets, because they took it away over there.
Like, look at this. There's not, honestly.
There's not a lot, but I don't think it needs a lot of sugar. I think it's good. It's because it's not overly sweet.
You know me. I like sweet, so cinnamon and sugar for me would have been better. This is just regular white.
Ooh, if they had like different like sugar toppings, that would be good too.
Like a powder.
Yeah, that would be cool if they could do different ones, because they're not sitting in the little thing. They're not sitting in the little thing coated. They're just sitting there plain, and then they like put on the sugar afterwards. So I wish they could do different like types of sugar. That would be really cool.
What if they took the goulash beignets
and put that on
dust on this? Oh my God, that would be so amazing.
Innovative.
Oh, so good.
But still, they're like a must-get treat. If you're coming to Typhoon,
they're good.
You gotta pick them up. Well, with that, we have eaten pretty much all there is to eat in the park, and I gotta say, I am quite impressed. A lot of the stuff that we tried today was really, really enjoyable. A lot better than I honestly thought it was gonna be. And I hate to say it, but a lot of it was better than some of the food in the regular Disney World parks. My favorite things that I tried today that I would definitely recommend you guys get if you're coming here to Typhoon Lagoon would be that pineapple upside down cone. If you guys are looking for a sweet treat, that is definitely one to pick up. I also really enjoyed those pork elote nachos. Those were probably my favorite savory entree of the entire day. I really liked them. Another savory entree that I quite enjoyed was that fried fish platter. I was really impressed by how fresh everything was there. If I'm looking for a drink, I am definitely going to be going back for that Dole Whip strawberry Mai Tai float. That was strong and delicious. And then you can't leave Typhoon Lagoon without getting those donuts from Joffrey's. So overall, we had a really, really good day of eats here in Typhoon. Leave me a comment down below letting me know your guys' go-to foods when you guys are here in the park, or maybe I missed something. Let me know in the comments. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you to everyone over on Patreon. I appreciate your support. If you enjoy honest Disney food reviews, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.